Hey guys, what's up? It's me, LEGO329 here, and today we have a new DC superhero set review. This is the Wonder Woman Warrior Battle. This set retails for about $30 US. I got my copy at Toys R Us, and here's a front look at your box. It has 286 pieces. So here is the set itself. You get a plane, you get a couple minifigures, then you get a bigger figure that's not a big fig. So let's dive right in. Of course, the first minifigure in this set is Wonder Woman. Now, I don't know if any of you guys watched my review for the Batman v Superman set, but if you saw those reviews, you would know that I adored the Wonder Woman minifigure that came with that wave, and this figure is the exact same way. I mean, it's just as good, if not better, than that figure. These Wonder Woman minifigures they're making for the new DC Expanded Universe movies, holy crap, this figure looks incredible. The printing is so good, like head to toe, the printing is amazing. Even arm printing looks great. That shield print is awesome, and her hairpiece, which is a new hairpiece, or was a new hairpiece made just for her, is gorgeous. I love that hairpiece. It looks amazing, if you ask me. Back printing and double-sided face are also very good, but the cool thing in this set is you actually get different clothing for her, sort of. You get a dark blue cape and a dark blue hood. So a completely different look for Wonder Woman, and I love it when sets give you options for the outfits worn by your minifigures. Our second and kind of surprisingly last minifigure in this set is Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine in the film, and I'm a big fan of Pine as an actor, so I'm excited to see what he can bring to the role. And this minifigure is kind of a mixed bag for me. There's one thing that stands out above all others, and that's fantastic. And then the rest of him, not so great. And that thing, I think most of you guys probably know. Say it with me in 1, 2, 3. Torso printing. That torso is amazing. It's so detailed. I love the look of it. And it's a World War I style, like, aviator jacket, which is really useful for people who make war-type mocks. I love that torso print. The legs not being printed, you know, I wish they were, but I can get around that. What I can't get around is the face. I don't hate this face, but it's the same face they used for Captain America and Hawkeye last year. And the hairpiece is nothing to write home about. They've been using the hairpiece ever since they introduced it last year as well. And it's just boring at this point. Like, it just bores me. Like, make something new, please. The hairpiece I kind of get, but why can't he get his own face print? Why doesn't Chris Pine, who's a very distinguished actor, get his own special face print for the one set that he's in? This might be the last set we ever see him in, ever. That just really bothers me. His torso printing on the back is great. He does have a double-sided face, but I just can't get around that stupid face being reused. He does, however, get a helmet, which is not a new piece, but it works really well for this set. Now, when I said there was only 2 minifigures, I was telling the truth, but you do get this guy. This is Aries, and like the Giant Man figure from the Captain America Civil War airport battle set from last year, this guy is brick built to look like a Lego minifigure. It's the second time they've done this, and I've loved it both times. This is such a fun build, and look at that crazy skull helmet. That's all brick built, and I mean, there's some stickers to accomplish detail, but I love it. It looks incredible. That's an amazing design. I absolutely adored that. And the printed face is suitably creepy, and I think it works really well. The torso print here, well, not print, it's a sticker, unfortunately. It's actually 5 stickers, unfortunately, which did get a little bit annoying. They're pretty easy to apply, but I think it would have made more sense to print those, but it looks pretty good. The arms use some Star Wars little figure pieces right here, which are nice, and I kind of like the weird, like, lava look underneath there. The legs, the shoes are kind of weird how they stick out. That's not very minifigure-esque, but I guess it's okay, and they do have very normal minifigure articulation. The arms have more articulation than you're used to with a normal minifigure, though. Mixel-style ball joints are used right here, so you can actually move the arms around a good bit, which is great for posability, and then the hands have a swivel, and they can also kind of swivel in and out like that. So you can actually get some pretty good poses with the sword here, which I think is really neat. The shield here, a good piece, and it looks like a shield. I feel like this could have had some printing on it. Now, maybe in the movie, obviously I haven't seen it yet, it hasn't been released in the United States as of the time recording this video, but maybe in the movie, this shield is 100% blank gray. but I kind of have a feeling it's going to have something on it, and I wish that they had printed something on this shield. But besides that, good articulation, the head can rotate, and you can also kind of move around parts of the skull helmet, which is kind of cool and a little expressive. I like that. So pretty cool. The back, though, is hideous, to say the least. I mean, obviously it's not the angle you want to be looking at this character, but it looks terrible. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. The back here looks abysmal. They really didn't even try. They could have like covered it up with like reverse tiles or something, but no, they just didn't even try. It looks really bad from behind, but from the front, a really awesome looking Aries, brick built, big minifigure. Here is kind of the main build of the set, and it's a World War I style monoplane. It's not a biplane. I'm very used to seeing biplanes from this era. This is a monoplane, which is a tad bit unusual. However, from what I've been able to take out from the trailers, this is accurate to the movie, so props to LEGO for making something accurate to the film. And this plane here is an interesting design. I'm going to use a college style, it can also relate to high school, analogy for this plane. In college, I had to write papers a decent amount. And you know, you write a paper, you sit down, you write the whole thing, and that's your first draft of the paper. It's pretty good. Your ideas are good. You're going in a good direction. But if you turned in that first draft of the paper, you're not going to get a great grade. You might get like a C or a lower B if it's a, you know, a good paper. But you're not going to get a great grade because your ideas haven't been refined, you hadn't added enough good quotes or something, and you haven't proofread. To me, this feels like the first draft of a really cool design. It looks pretty good, I like it, but it's just not detailed enough. The design is almost overly simplistic. I mean, just look at this thing. It's bare bones, the bottom here. It's pretty hollow. I mean, there's not much going on with the design of this plane. I mean, first glance, it looks pretty cool. I like the look of it. I'm not gonna be like ashamed to display this on my shelf. But I mean, look at the wings. Look how skinny they are. It's just like literally a plate piece being held together by a flick-fire missile launcher and like a circular piece right there. There's almost nothing to the design of this plane, and it kind of looks a little bit juniorous in that way. But there are still some really good playability features. This thing is pretty sturdy in the back. You can pick it up and swoosh it around really nicely, so good swoosh value right there. It rolls around really well. The bicycle wheels right there and a small wheel at the back, that actually makes the plane roll around on 3 wheels. I like that quite a bit. Like I mentioned, there are flick-fire missiles here, and there's also stud shooters up here. Small little nitpick, this should only have 2 rotors, not 3. That would be more accurate to the style, but that's a really small nitpick. This little back rotor piece actually can move. I like that. Very cool moving fin. And then of course you have a cockpit. Nice printed piece right there, and the cockpit is big enough to sit your Steve Trevor minifigure, which is a nice look. So this plane to me is in the right direction of being a cool design. It just kind of seems like they gave up on it early on and didn't proofread it. Alright guys, final verdict here on the Wonder Woman Warrior Battle. This set, like I said a lot through the review, it's a mixed bag. I love the Wonder Woman minifigure. The price is perfect, I think, at $30 US. It's a really good bang for your buck. The Aries buildable figure is amazing, at least from the front. Has some awesome design, and I just love playing with that thing. The Steve Trevor minifigure, love the torso print, don't like the rest. The plane, love the basic idea, but it wasn't executed as good as it could have been. So I like this set. I would recommend this set, but I think this set was a step away from being a potentially great $30 set, and it's just a good $30 set. So that's why it's going to get a 7.5 out of 10 from me. Those are just my thoughts though. I'd love to hear yours in the comment section down below. Also guys, don't forget to like this video, favorite the video, and share it with all of your friends. Also go like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram. All links are down in the description below. And please subscribe to this channel if you want to see more LEGO set reviews. I'll see you guys later.